is Rose at the George Hall Center, and I'm going to be doing my first day of my science project, our science experiment. And the project that I've chosen is growing beans, and the differences of how beans, which is what we will be using, is our red kidney beans. And you can use any brand, just any red kidney beans. And we will be seeing the differences of how they will be able to grow and germinate in light and darkness, and what the different effects of that are. I'm outside today. It's a beautiful day where I am, and I have my my project, what I will be using for my project, which the first things are, like I showed you, the beans. These are the actual dry beans, so I'm going to show you the dry beans. And I've put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beans, and I will take the rest away, okay? And I'll put them somewhere safe, okay? I'll do the same thing on the next napkin, because we need a napkin that is wet for our project. So I have that ready in here, prepared, and then I will count another 10 beans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I will take the rest away. See? We don't need them, so we'll take them away, put them to the side. Okay? And the first step would be to have the beans. So we have our beans. Okay? All right. And the second step would be paper towel. We need paper towel, and you can get the long sheets of paper towel, and you would wet one sheet of paper towel, and then you would fold it. I'm going to try to fold it here. Fold it in half. So this is how it looks once it's folded in half, right? And then you can lay them on something that would be hard so that they don't stick. So this is paper towel, and that's the second stage of the second step of our science experiment. And with that will allow for the beans to have some moisture, so that they will have water to be able to germinate and potentially grow. Okay? And that's step 2. Okay, so that being said, I was trying to move on to step number 3. So step number 3, 1, 2, 3. And that would be having 2 Ziploc bags. So 2 regular Ziploc bags is step number 3. And I am on step number 4. Step number 4 are the 10 beans we had counted. Right, almost there. Okay, so step number 5, Rose for the George Hall Center. I will be counting the other 10 beans on the other paper towel, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in French. I'm outside with our lit beans. Our lit beans are doing a lot better than our dark covered beans. Our dark covered beans are not doing a lot of sproutage, but these ones are. We're getting a lot of greenery, and the beans look like they're turning into, you're getting the green sprouts on the beans. So you're getting growth. There's a lot of growth here. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 beans, close to 7 beans have sprouted. So again, boys and girls, our beans on day 5 are doing a lot better outside than our beans in the cupboard. There's a lot more greenery, there's a lot more growth, and you're seeing a lot more movement outside in the sun. And we know the sun does so much for us. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you can see these the way the sun is really bright out here. So I hope you can see them, but there's a lot of growth on the outside beans on day 5. Day 6, just here looking at our dark bean cupboard, boys and girls, and the beans are really not doing that well at all. Our beans have basically turned into a big pile of mold. So we're not going to be able to plant these beans. So after day 6, our beans are not doing well in the dark cupboard, and we're most likely going to have to just throw these beans in the garbage. We are on day 6, and I'm outside with our outside beans. They are still doing pretty good. They are green, they are sprouting, they have a lot of green in them, so they're almost ready for planting. So the sun is doing its job, and it's growing them to become other bean plants, and then we'll start planting. Once they're all sprouted, we can start planting. So this is day 6, and our beans are doing well outside in the sun. This is the book that I use. I've been using for the experiment. It's called Awesome Science Experiments for Kids. Be on page number 16 and 17. So 16 and 17. The bean in a bag. This is our last day, and I'm outside. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining out here so brightly. I'm so grateful. And our beans that are in our dark cupboard, I've taken them out, and our beans that were outside, I have them both out on the table. Now our beans that are from the cupboard, I believe that they've all dried up. They're not doing very well. They're not going to be able to be planted. They have done basically their own thing. So they have fungus and moss, and they basically have just disintegrated. And that's sad, boys and girls, but that's what happened in the dark cupboard. And in the light, we can see we have growth. So we're going to plant these beans in a plant pot that I have over there, and we're going to see what plants we can get from it. We have a few of them that have come out like this. So about 4 or 5. I don't want to touch them. They're still in the bag, but I don't want to touch them until I'm ready to plant them, just because I don't want to contaminate them. But I wanted to show you, boys and girls. So our dark bean cupboard, that's their condition. And our light bean cupboard bean, this is the condition. So I think our conclusion is that it is better for our beans to be outside in the light, where they can basically have sunshine and the elements are with them. Everything grows better in the light, boys and girls. Darkness doesn't do much for us. Even ourselves, if we're feeling dark inside or we're feeling not good in our mind, nothing good normally comes out of that. But when you basically are thinking positive, you're thinking clearly, you're doing the things that you know you have to do to take care of your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, things normally go a lot more productively. There's more growth. And I think that's the conclusion to our bean study and our science project. It's been great seeing you for the past days, and I look forward to seeing you again with our next bean experiment, or our next experiment that we do. We don't know what it will be about. It might be beans, it might be corn, it could be anything, but it's been fun. And you take care until next time. Bye!